up? It's Kenzie and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Kenzie, nice to meet you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys like this video and want to see more. So I'm an online college student. I just finished my first year. Well, I guess I finished it a few months ago. I get a ton of questions about this and just about online school in general. So I thought that I'd finally just do a video on it. I didn't think that anyone would want to see it, but you guys did on my Twitter poll. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, be sure to do that. I'm gonna be answering all these questions to the best of my ability. If you guys have any more questions, just leave them in the comments down below. I only really recommend online schooling if you're a very self-disciplined person. I'm extremely self-disciplined and online schooling is actually like a lot better for me. I learn more and like I just have a better experience. Whenever I was in high school, I would just like sit in classes and I could get everything done that I could get in high school in like an hour if I didn't have to be there for 7 hours. With that being said, I think that going to high school, the experience is definitely worth it. I only switched to online schooling when I moved out to LA, and if I could have just kept in normal school and it like made more sense, I would have. I'm also not someone who really ever craved a university experience. I live near a university and I have done a lot of university things. I don't feel like I missed out on anything, to be honest with you, at all. I never wanted to rush. I never wanted to live in a dorm. I never wanted anything like that, but I value education. My lifestyle is definitely different than like a normal college kid because I do YouTube full time and I've been doing a lot of other stuff. And if I was in class all the time, that would definitely like hinder all the things that I could do. There's no way that I could do everything. Because online schooling is so flexible, that's why it works so well for me. So if you're a self-disciplined person, I definitely recommend it if that works out. But also at the same time, like if you don't have a solid reason to be doing online school, I definitely recommend just doing classes in person. If you just don't want to be going to class all the time and you don't have like a solid reason to be doing only online school, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It definitely gets very lonely. It can get like very depressing and kind of just like sad being alone and just like by yourself all the time. I do miss taking classes in person sometimes, but like overall I love online school and it works best for me, but I think just school and education overall is just kind of what works best for you. I'm a huge advocate of education. I know a lot of people on YouTube aren't doing college and all that stuff, and that's totally fine. I don't think that everything is for everyone. I personally don't want anything to like ever hold me back, and I want to like own a business or something one day, so that's why I'm in school. The question that I get the most probably is when you get out and when you graduate, do companies like look at your schooling as normal schooling, or do they look down on online schooling, blah, 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 blah. So I'm actually at a community college right now doing my online classes just because it would make no sense for me to just be paying more money at a university to do online classes when I can just transfer in my junior year. Financially, it's so much better. My tuition, since I'm an in-state student, is literally like, I think it's like $1,000 a year. It's insanely inexpensive. I think that like the only reason I'd even want to go to university the first 2 years would be for the experience, and since I'm not getting the experience, it would make no sense. So to answer your question about what it looks like after, well, one, in my situation, it's kind of different. I work for myself, so that wasn't like my main concern, and I don't like plan to follow a normal career path like at all. The school that I want to transfer to when you graduate online, it doesn't even show that you graduated online. It's a normal college like degree. So at some schools, I'm sure if you go to like a solely online school, I'm sure it probably looks different, but there are ways that it can just look like a normal like college degree. How do you stay focused on school and not procrastinate? This goes back into being self-disciplined. I'm someone who has always been like that. I've always been on top of my school. I was just like born that way, so I don't really know how to like give tips on it. I use a planner and I block out time. I think a huge thing with online school is that you have to treat it like you have class from like 10 to 12 like everyone else would, and not just push it off. I'll schedule in like a day where I'm gonna do all my schoolwork and I take it seriously, unless I'm like, if I'm like on set or traveling or doing something, I cannot do school at like a normal hour and I just like genuinely don't have any time that week. I'll just like stay up and like pull an all-nighter if I have to, like, which like sucks, but I'm really, really glad and really lucky that I found a way to like have my like dream job and be working towards my dream career, but also getting an education. So like my biggest tip on not procrastinating in that is planning out a time and blocking out a time where you're going to do that. I currently go to a community college but hate it and want to take online classes, but my parents think it's not a good idea. What would you say about this? I think it's not a good idea if you are someone that probably wouldn't do well or excel in that. But also I think like taking online classes on the side, I don't think it's ever a bad idea as long as you can handle it. What's the workload in an online class compared to a normal class? Okay, at my school at least, it's the exact same. My online classes are literally the curriculum of an in-person class, but I just don't get like the lectures. I have like PowerPoints and everything, but basically like I have to do everything on my own. So actually it is harder like a lot of the time, but at the same time, like I'm just not someone who needs to be sitting in a classroom listening to someone teach something that I could just read, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather read something than sit there, than drive to school, sit there for 2 hours and like really not get as much out of it that like I really need, you know? But that's just how I learn. So like if you're someone who needs to be taught, then like definitely in person. But if you are someone who can just like read and pick up on your own, then it's like totally fine. Do you feel like that you get the same education online as if you were to go to a normal college? Like I just said, yes, just because it's the exact same curriculum. How do you stay motivated during the day to push through school instead of staying on the computer or eating something? I think a big thing too is I will leave my apartment and I'll go to a coffee shop and work, or I'll go to like the library at school. I did take one in-person class my first semester of my freshman year, and Drew and I took it together, and he had a class before that, so I would like go to school early and work. But like leaving your home is really good. Putting your phone on do not disturb or airplane mode, that's really good. You just have to be like you have to like take it very seriously. Is it easy to procrastinate doing online school? Yes, it is easy, but my classes, like they release all the stuff on Mondays and I will do my schoolwork on Mondays. I will never wait until Sunday to do it. It stresses me out just knowing that I have to do it all week. I hate that. So I'll get it done as soon as possible. It also makes you look better with your professors. What's your plan? Do you plan to like transfer to a normal college? Blah, 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 blah. I do plan on transferring to a normal college, but I like plan to continue to be an online student. That is it. I answered pretty much all the questions you guys asked. A lot of them were the exact same thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are looking into doing online college, I don't recommend it for everyone, but I do recommend it for people who are like similar to me. Or subscribe, please, if you guys have not already, and comment down below what year you guys are going to college. I love you all so much, and I will see you soon.